Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. And the Gamecocks will boot it away to start the game. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Texas A&M's offense will take the field first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game.
Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. They'll give it to him again.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He leaves it with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
On the move, he fires. He's open on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, really nice catch there, and I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're going to win today, they've got to come up with big plays in the passing game. This guy gives them that opportunity. He gives them a chance not just to compete for conference titles, but for national championships, too.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Hills. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. So now it's second and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Wants to go up top on first down. They've got the screen set up. Spins away from the defense. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it. Get it to your running back and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just...
Turning it on! And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down in the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Takes a handoff. It's Cuevas. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's got it again. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to scramble. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! He didn't see anyone open, said, no problem, I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First play of the period, first down here. Gives it on the option. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his target down the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He's got great speed. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. Catch in the middle, it's Kruger. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. The Aggies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Grab near the marker, it's Kruger. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Got it in the middle. It's Hills. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Offense gets set for second down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Wants to go up top. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams Bryce alive on third down. Rushes on him. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Pulls and fires complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the ground with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Aggies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run it from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Oh, they're after him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Texas A&M going quickly. They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much running room as he'd hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. He's got an open man. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Power football with the run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. They'll try to snap it quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. And the Aggies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Off to the races. The 10. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. Those lines. Get a little aggressive sometimes in pass pro, and it'll cost him. Touchdown off the board, and they'll back up 5. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Buys a little time with his feet. Going to try to get it himself. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Here's the handoff. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Pressure coming. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Quick handoff. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run, a pickup of 6. The Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Give to the back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. And the Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Catch in the middle, it's Donald. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
3rd 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that 1st. He's looking over to the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on 4th.
And the gutsy call on 4th down, running the RPO, handing the football off, making the right read. You could tell they stuck it up in there, and they got the 1st down.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Touchdown, Aggies! And the punishment has been extended. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the returner is stopped. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off play action. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up every yardage you can and help out the offense. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Leaves it with the running back. Picks up the first down, still moving. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Might as well give it to him again. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Aggies line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the shotgun, the inside give. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to surge it in. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Handoff to the lone back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Got his man. He is out of bounds, and he did not get there. Couldn't reach the pylon. They'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll give it to the back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. What a complete and dominant performance from this defense. I'm sure Von Miller's watching proudly.
Yeah, and Myles Garrett. I mean, just the names that A&M has had on that defense, and it's usually consistent year after year, finding a bunch of guys that are big and strong up front, linebackers that can tackle. They know how to recruit defense at A&M.
And guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the first down, but they also need some breathing room for the punter. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. Good job up front to get it out to the 22 before he's knocked out of bounds.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. They want that clock to run. Oh, what a cut! Open space at the 25. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll bring it out. It's Coffee. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Snagged in the middle. It's Coffee. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Here comes the heat. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Flips it out in the flat.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Into the secondary on the right. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got him. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.